Hello. Alright, so for today's drawing, we're going to do something called the contour line drawing. And if you had me before, hopefully you remember, but if not, no worries. I'll just say no fret. What? But don't worry. So contour line drawing is literally just a drawing where you don't pick up your pen or your pencil the entire time. What? I know that sounds pretty crazy. It's a very natural thing for us to do, to pick up our pencil or a pen. We're used to that. Why wouldn't we do that? So even when you're like writing, you still pick up your pencil and you keep on writing. So that's a very natural thing for us to do. We, you know, draw, pick up our pencil, draw, pick up our pencil, erase the little things. But with contour line, you cannot do that. So we're gonna start learning that today. It'll take you a few practices until you really get used to, oh hey, I can't pick up my pencil. So we're gonna practice that. I do want to show you what mine look like because I showed you later on in the video, I show you how to draw a finger, two fingers, a hand, and like a face, all without picking up my pen. Like I did not pick up my pen the entire time. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now because I want you to understand what it's going to look like. Contour line drawings do not look like normal drawings because you can't pick up your pen or your pencil, so it's going to look a little different. I like how they look. They definitely have a look to them. Some students don't always like how they look, but I just want to let you know, okay? So this is my example when I showed you how to do one finger and two fingers. Hopefully you can get a good look at it. These are like my knuckle creases, which we talk about, but I didn't pick up my pen. Hey, I didn't pick up my pen once, and they're gonna kind of look like this. And let me show you the hand that I did. I ran out of space, which you'll see. Where is it? Here you go. So this is the hand. Okay, I didn't pick up my pen the whole time, except for at the top because I ran out of space. But again, I just want you to see it's not gonna look perfect, and then wait till you see the face. When you do the face, here it is. When you do the face, I just want you to know that you're gonna have to draw lines going across certain things because you can't pick up your pen. So here's my face. He's a little cross-eyed looking. But I want you to see, like, when I did the eye, I had to keep the pen on the paper and go up to the eyebrow. I had to give him some kind of unibrow on accident. But I couldn't pick up my pen, so I have a line right there, there's a line right here, and then I kind of came back over, did the nose, and then to get to the mouth, you can't pick up your pen, so I had to kind of make it look like he's got a booger, basically, and the line comes down. So I just want to show you, just so like while you're doing it, you're like, whoa, this is real ugly, I don't like that. It's not ugly, it's beautiful. Contour line drawings are fantastic, I love them, and they're a really cool technique to learn, I think. So yeah, so follow along, do what I do. You can pause whenever you need to, or whatever. I hope you like it. I always like teaching it, so yeah. Yay, have fun, have a good time, learn something. Okay. So, like I said earlier, contour line drawing is just a drawing where you literally never pick up your pencil or your pen. It is kind of tricky to learn at first, because it's a very natural instinct for us to draw, pick up our pen, draw, pick up our pen. So it's hard, it's so unfocused. It's hard to get in the motion of not picking up your pen or your pencil, but we'll get there. So, what I always like to start with is drawing your hands. Or let's say maybe let's draw a few fingers first, and then we'll draw our hand. So we'll draw a few fingers at first. And remember, contour lines. So I'm going to show you, obviously, plenty of examples of what that looks like, okay? So let's say I'm going to just draw my index finger, my pointer finger first, okay? I'm going to start down here. I'll keep my finger here while I'm drawing it, so you'll see. And like we saw earlier, it's not going to look perfect just because that's the nature of contour drawings, but that's also kind of the cool thing about contour drawing. So I'm gonna start down here for my drawing. I'm gonna come up here, and then I'm gonna try to get some of my like knuckle wrinkles in there, and then I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna try to get some of these in there. I'll do my fingernail and then come back down, all in one line. Okay, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna do that now. Hopefully my camera stays in focus. Okay, so I'm starting the bottom. Okay, and then I'm gonna start doing some of these wrinkles. And hopefully you noticed that I did not pick up my pen. And as you can see, I am using a pen. So, sorry, I'm starting to focus now. All right, and now I'm doing my fingernail. Continuous line, I did not pick up my pencil, or my pen. And then I'm gonna start getting in kind of like my little, oh, that was a little too much, knuckly things in there. Okay? And this is the nature of contour drawings. I probably could have gone a little further with my lines, but we learn. But basically, I think you can hopefully tell that it's a finger. So my little knuckle wrinkles and then my fingernail up here. I made a mistake, and I'm glad I did so that you saw what I did. I did not pick up my pen. That's my cat, if you can hear my cat. But I didn't pick up my pen. When I was doing this part right here, I went a little too far. And instead of picking up my pen and going back, I just kind of, so like I did like this. I kind of went like that. I just kept my pencil on the paper and I just went back to it. Okay, we're really trying to make sure that it stays a contour line. And the cool thing about contour lines, drawings, I should say, is they do include mess ups and mistakes, and that's kind of the cool thing about it. All right, so maybe now I'm gonna do like a little peace sign. I'm gonna do just these two fingers next, okay? And then maybe my next one will be my whole hand. So I'm gonna do it over here on this side. So I'm basically gonna do the same thing I did for this finger. I'm gonna try to make it a little better, but again, contour. So I'm not gonna pick my pen up. And I'm gonna try to get the angle of my two fingers because they're kind of going in different directions, if you can see. All right, and again, I'm gonna start about right down here. All right, I should have some elevator music playing. That was my dog growling, if you heard him. Of all the animals in this house, apparently. All right, and I'm gonna come up to my fingernail. And come back around. I'm gonna try to not make my finger as fat as I did in the other drawing. Wayne. All right, and then I'm gonna start going over to my second finger. All right, and this is the knuckly part. Again, that's my dog drawing. I wish he was drawing, that'd be pretty funny. All right, now I'm going up to the higher knuckle, again, getting those little wrinkles in there. We all have wrinkles where our knuckle bends. Do not try to joke me or come for me. Whoa, this one I really messed up on, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be upset about it. Unfortunately, as I predicted, my dog started barking. So I did, have to cheat a little bit, but that was just because my dog started barking. So I'm just gonna pick it up. I only have a little bit left. And so I'm gonna pick it up right back here and then just finish off my finger. And I also could have drawn my knuckles down here too, but that's not, it's okay. All right, so now we got two fingers. So one, it's almost lifelike. And then two. I kind of want to do something down here, but I don't think I have enough room. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw my whole hand. And you are too. So I'm gonna flip to a new page. I'm just gonna go to the back side. So we save paper. And you can kind of see those. Oh well, that's fine. I'm gonna do like the okay sign. You ever seen, I don't know if people really do this anymore, but they're like, okay, like okie dokie. So I'm just gonna do this. And this is always what I demonstrate in class, like on the whiteboard. And I'm gonna draw my whole hand. Hopefully I don't run out of room. I'm gonna start down here on my wrist, draw my thumb, get this little part of my finger, and then do all my other fingers. And then I'm gonna end over here. Again, all without picking up my pen, hopefully if my dog does not bark. All right, let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna start down here on my wrist. Got my knuckles. I'm gonna start doing my little thumb creases. And remember, if I mess up, I'm not gonna pick my pen up. I'm just gonna kind of circle back to where I messed up at. Okay, that's my thumb. I think I already started drawing it too big, but I'm just gonna go with it. Now I'm starting to draw my index finger. And I got these like creases in my finger where they bend. Oh, all right. So now I'm drawing the top of my index finger. And my knuckle right here has got some few creases in it. And then we come down. I definitely drew it too big, but you still get the idea. So I'm gonna start on my middle finger. Going up, and then that finger kind of goes off. So pretend, whatever, we're keeping that. I actually should have drawn my creases. So I'm gonna come over here, pretending that I didn't run out of space. Here are some of my knuckle creases. Then we're coming back. Remember, like I said earlier, this is the nature of contour drawings. They're not gonna look perfect. and that's okay. I'm actually drawing, so I'm gonna pick up my pen real quick. I'm drawing that knuckle right there. Right there. Okay. So just ignore that I picked up my pen. And I have to draw my next finger, so I do have to draw a line over here just to get to that finger. We do not pick our pens up. No matter where you're trying to go, you still keep it across. All right, and then on my little pinky, it comes right here. That's my pinky nail. Then my pinky knuckle. Then my other pinky knuckle. All right, and then that goes there. Okay, whatever. Basically, that's it. Ta-da! So, like I said, I did run out of space. I knew I was going to. I should have just turned my paper. But my thumb, index finger, middle, ring finger, and my pinky. All done with contour line. I could have added more details in my hand, but for now, I was just showing you the general idea. And we're going to do one more thing with contour line before we're done with the video, okay? All right, our very last thing we're going to practice, well, camera stay in focus, my gosh, is we're going to practice doing a face with contour line. Now this is always the trickiest for students because you have to draw across the face to get to the other parts, which you'll see what I mean. And it kind of messes you up. Like in your head, you're like, wait, it's not supposed to look like that, but it's okay. So you can get as, let me turn it this way. You can get as detailed as you want, like with the eyes and stuff. I'm just gonna do a general thing so you get kind of the idea. So I'm gonna start with the right eye, just, general. I've explained before. A basic shape, if you're not sure how to draw an eye, is just a rainbow. All right, so that's my right eye. I'm gonna come up here and do the eyebrow. Notice how my pen is still going up, staying connected to the paper. I'm just gonna kind of scribble in an eyebrow real quick. Okay, and I'm going back down. How should I do this? Okay, so remember you gotta keep your pen on the paper. I'm gonna come do my nose. So I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna start doing the nostrils. I always like drawing this little bumpy thing. Left nostril. Oh gosh, I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, so I'm gonna come back. I know I'm gonna mess up how that's gonna look. So I'm just gonna come back up here. I'm gonna give this person a unibrow. Because remember, we cannot pick up that pencil or pen. I probably said this earlier in the video. I suggest you use a pen when you first start doing this, even though it might seem really scary. But a pen will for sure make sure that you don't pick your pencil up and erase things. Because when we do this in class, sometimes kids try to be a little sneaky and like pick their pencil up and erase some of their lines. But no, we can't do that. All right, so my other eye, it's looking a little lopsided. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Now we're gonna come down and do the mouth. So I'm gonna draw like this little Cupid's bow part of his lips, right above his lips, I should say. Oh, my boy's like cross-eyed over here. Okay, and a mouth. And you can draw like this, kind of like, shoop. Ta-da! Hopefully yours looks a little, this isn't that bad, honestly. It's this eye right here is kind of messing me up. But it's not that bad, and then you can draw the outline of the face. But I did this whole thing. I didn't pick up my pen once. And that's the point. So when you're gonna practice doing one finger, two fingers. You'll do some kind of position with your hands. Don't just go like this and trace your hand. It's very obvious when you trace your hand and trace things. Please, just want you to know. So you can do this kind of thing. You can do a thumbs up. Just make sure you draw your fingers. Don't do a fist, please, or like this. Have your fingers out, doing something with them. And then I would like you to try doing a face and contour lines. So that means you can't pick up your pen. And then you can also try to draw like the outline of the face too, if you like. But yeah, that's it. I hope you had fun. All right, see you next time. Bye.